All right, it is Sunday, March 8th, 2026. We're out here at the Veterans Memorial Stadium for the Long Beach High Performance Swap Meet that we do most months throughout the year. It is daylight savings time, so the clocks have changed. I always start at 7 o'clock, and it is still kind of, the sun is coming up at 7 o'clock, so we're here. Cars are rolling in. Hopefully we get some stuff for sale this month, because last month there wasn't a whole lot for sale. Hopefully that was just a 1 month thing, and we're back to plenty of vehicles being for sale, so we can bring them to you guys out there in YouTube land. And we're going to get started filming this one right now. All right, we got roll-ins and more roll-ins coming in. So yes, yesterday I went out to Amboy, out in the middle of the desert, to film a car show out there at Roy's. And man, that was a drive. About 3 hours to get out there, about 3.5, almost 4 to get back. I got these ones since they're here. We're going to start doing the one main line where the cars go down later. We'll get you some of the vehicles for sale. And eventually we'll wind up in the corner where I usually start, because that seems to fill in later now. Work our way back and try to remember what I already filmed. So this one is not for sale. Try to think if there's any other channel. Next week I have nothing. I'm going to try to do like a cars and coffee or something. We will see. I'm not going to Scottsdale. It's just not in the cards this year. Week after that, Saturday I've got a family event. I'll see if I can find something for that weekend as well, just to get a video up. And coming up at the end of the month, I'm still thinking about doing Pleasanton, and then we also have the Hot Rods and Heroes event at the Huntington Beach Pier. Whether I do Pleasanton or not. Very nice van here, in orange. Make sure you check the tentative list, let you know I'm planning on filming in the near future. Filling in the latter half of 26 now as dates pop up, and that'll be in the comment section pinned at the top shortly after the video posts. Big Eldorado flames. More vans rolling in. The National Boogie Van Day event a couple weeks ago, so if you missed that video, it is up on the channel if you like the boogie vans. Had my 83 Dodge out for that one. The scooter rental guys wanted me to get them for a second. There you go. Come out here, if you don't want to walk like I do, rent a scooter. Everybody keeps saying I should rent a scooter. I'm like, nah, I like walking. We're going to do this line. I'll try to remember what we did or didn't get when we come back through here later. I got a BMW M Series, 3 Series M, whatever, convertible. It's early. I'm not really a BMW person. But there it is anyway. Got Olds going by. We'll see if we can catch up with him later. Got 2 Blazer / Tahoe. Say OBS style. Could be yours for just a phone number. Okay, so no info on that one. Here we go. We got the Highlander, according to the license plate. You can't kill these things. That's why it's the Highlander. Get it? All right. So the trip to Amboy was kind of nice yesterday. It was a nice video. I think it was about 1 hour and 30 something minutes video. Man, great turnout for a show that's basically in the middle of nowhere. Route 66. Any other channel news coming up? Haven't heard anything on the smog bill as of late. SEMA is starting to do social media posts about it. So there is that. Rolling in. 64. Got a Chevy for sale. Fleetmaster sedan. No price on it. There you go. There's the info. Folks, you gotta put a price. Gotta put a price. You know, some of these guys are like always like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you got to put a price, dude. Some's out of Alaska. One part's going to see if I accidentally shoot the same car multiple times later on in the video. It's early. 60 CAD. Pontiac. This guy's out here most months with this one. Very well patinaed. I'm going to get this video up this afternoon. I'm going to like 2 estate sales on the way home. Oh, now we get all the people complaining about that. There he goes. Yeah, there may be pedestrians here. That's okay. Little Falcon Ranchero. It's like it's almost a Squire. Let's see what else we got. I know I added some things to the calendar. I can't quite remember what the heck they are. I said that in yesterday's video and I still didn't look it up. They're there. They're on the calendar. 64 El Camino. We got a Nova for sale. Chevy 2 convertible. $36,000 on this one. There is the info. I always mentioned my friend in high school inherited one of these from his neighbor, and I was away in the Navy after high school, and I told them I wanted to buy it. They sold it while I was away. And I was like, you should have told me. I would have sent the money home and, you know, figured something out. Got over to my mother's, but whatever. So that was my one chance to own one of these. And back then they weren't really worth anything, so. Very nice red one, convertible. Camaro, second gen style, 67 Ford Mustang. Now we're getting some sunlight. I never know what time to get here when they do the time change, so I just say 7. 7's my use for Long Beach. Pomona I like to start filming as soon as the sun comes up, so like when I started filming this pretty much. Yeah, 58 Ford Custom. 2-door sedan. Got the Frenchton antenna. Also, I did book my room for Santa Maria, so we'll be doing the Friday night cruise as well as the Saturday show at Santa Maria over Memorial Day weekend. So if you haven't booked your room, it's probably a good time to do that. Alright, G-body Cutlass. We're going to get around there. We'll just go this way. He's making all kinds of noise over there, so we'll just walk this way. 56 Ford Courier panel. Sounds like he's listening to ministry or something. I got my kid in the ministry. Oh my God. 76 Monte Carlo. Could be yours for $7,800. Info on that. Swivel seats and all the good stuff. The console and the buckets. There was one of these estate sale in Glendale 4 or 5 months ago, and the guy was supposed to call me when he was ready to sell it, and he never called me. So I wound up buying my Caprice instead. And it was a 76, so it was a smogger. He's like, I want to get it running, driving, and smogged before I sell it. I said, okay, let me know. Give my number, and still haven't heard anything. Model A coming in. This guy's raffling off on 79 El Camino. That's pretty clean. Alright, that's how you can contact him if you want to do that. Very clean car. car, truck. There you go. Over here. I said we're gonna have to come through later, figure out what we already got and then got. And we'll get a thumbnail as soon as that sun starts rising. Bit of a rat rod. We're not doing Rat City Ruckus. There's some good rat rods out at the Amboy show yesterday. We're not doing Rat City Ruckus. Falls on Spring Fling, so last year the Rat City Ruckus video, like everybody with a YouTube account showed up to film that one, so it diluted the pool and video didn't do so good. Got the Cutlass Supreme. Oh, we need some vehicles for sale here. Guys are here every month with the Novas. Usually he's playing music, so I have to like run right past his car. I'm sure he's gonna have his music out later. I got a couple of Novas. They say I get better shots if you turn your music down. I'll have to short clip the heck out of it. Yesterday was pretty chill with the music. There was a little bit of music at the beginning, and then they had the bands later on. And somebody asked, you can get flagged for cover versions of songs, but it doesn't happen nearly. It very rarely does it happen, especially if you keep it like, if you do like 1 or 2 cars worth of footage with the cover band playing, usually you're okay. It's if you film for multiple minutes with a cover band playing, then you're pushing it, you could actually get flagged. I've been flagged before for when there was a band playing at a show and it was a cover version, 56 Nomad. One time it was an instrumental, the surf band. This modern vehicle is a Chevy SS. Now, if you don't know about these, they brought this out. It's Holden based, so out of Australia. These have an LS V8 in them. As they were available in 6-speed, this one is in automatic. They did not promote this vehicle at all. Nobody knew this thing existed until they canceled it, and everyone went, why didn't they promote that? I would have bought one. So, but yeah, V8 sedan that you could get with a manual transmission. So with an LS V8, and Chevy did not see fit to actually support it and say, hey, this exists. And now they're a little bit collectible, because obviously they didn't sell very many because they didn't promote it. Buick GNX. Of course, these were Grand National that was sent over to ASC for some extra modifications. Quite rare, just I think like 541 or something like that built. Worth quite a bit of money these days. The roll-ins keep on happening. We're slowly waking up. Somebody asked me, why is the turnout so low? I think it's the time change. This Cutlass convertible. I'm not going to get past there. I'm not that good. At least he's not parked backwards. I was looking at these guys that park backwards this early. I'm like, you know, you can park wherever you want. You don't have to park backwards. The K5. Nicely done. Another K5 square. I actually need to drive my Suburban around, my square body Suburban. Since I did the starter, I've moved it in and out of my driveway, I think, once. That's all I've driven it. I love driving that thing. I've had zero time. Has a for sale sign on a car. It's Toyota Land Cruiser. It's a 2000. Come on, it's 26 years old. We'll call it old. 12.9. I don't know the market on these. Looks to be in very nice condition. I'm sure you can put your kids in the back, go off-roading with it, cruise the land, that sort of thing. It's two-tone. It's got the gray on the bottom. Not quite Night Rider, but it is a Trans Am. It's got the 5.0, HO, the 305. It's automatic. Well, the whole point to the 5.0 is to get the stick, because you couldn't get the stick in the 5.7. Everybody knows that. Very nicely kept third gen Trans Am. Alright, we got a Volkswagen Squareback. Alright, now we're back in the corner we always start. This guy's always parked here with the 63 Galaxy 500 convertible. Very nice example. Had a chance to buy one of these many years ago for like almost nothing, and I passed on it because it wasn't the XL. I wanted the buckets and console, and I'm still kicking myself. Okay, he's got reasons to sell this one. We're not going to discuss, but there you go. If you put a price on it, it might help. The El Camino. We got a Volkswagen Transporter. He likes something or other. It has to do with cultivating. We'll leave it at that. They do a great Volkswagen the Octo meets out here. I did film it once. Top four-wheel drive Dodge Tradesman van. Check this out, ready to go camping. This thing is wild. So I don't know what the turnout's going to be today. I think the time changes everybody messed up, so that's why it's a little light right now. I think the time change, the spring forward always falls on Long Beach morning every year as well. I'm just naturally an early riser, so I get up and do these events. There we go, F100 short bed Ranger. It's got a little bit of the extra trim package going on there. I'll do these since they're kind of like off in the lonesome, and then this aisle will come all the way down later. See if it fills in. Got the Chevy Apache pick 'em up truck. Zigzag the cars until we get over there, which should fill in by the time we get over there, with hopefully with cars for sale. And other vehicles, not just Land Cruisers. There, El Camino. Okay, bring out your deals. So I got in an argument with well, it's not an argument. It's just, we usually agree on things like furniture and things like that. So I bought a Victorian era bamboo hall tree, and man, is it spectacular. And I put it next to the door when you walk in, and put a bunch of vintage stuff on it, you know, like vintage hats, and there's a place for the umbrellas, and I have a vintage camera with a vintage tripod. I put that in there, and some other, you know. She hates it. She's like, Dad, it doesn't match our stuff. Like, it's Victorian era. It's cool, you know. So, kind of surprising. We usually agree on stuff like that. Yeah, come on, it looks like the Jungle Cruise, you know. You know, like when you're waiting in line for the Jungle Cruise. Guy's about to throw a rod. I got a Baja Bug with a little something extra. Honda 0.2 liter. Thing's pretty serious. Alright, F100 step side. So yeah, so I might be selling a Victorian era, so probably late 1800s, early 1900s bamboo hall tree. Yeah, this guy's hiding a for sale sign, so let's check it out. It's no Land Cruiser, but there you go. 16.5 on this. Guess we come all the way around. He's right up on the barricade. I kind of deal in like some old furniture on the side a little bit. Got a lady coming for a mid-century bar I'm selling it this afternoon. This guy's parked backwards and right up on the barricade. So I gotta meet up with her this afternoon. I should have the video up before then. I go to a lot of estates. I've read a lot of viewers at estate sales. Like just a lot of car guys like old stuff. That's Nova. Key 5. It's the Jimmy, actually. The GMC. Alright, sun is peaking. It's coming up. Hopefully I can get some thumbnails here soon. Now we got some sun. Now here we go. Square body for sale. 74, looks like he updated the front end to the 80s style. With LS. No price. It's a short bed. Alright, two-door Tahoe. Right after they stopped calling it the full-size Blazer. I think they should have kept calling the big one the full-size Blazer and then called the small one something else. Since the Blazer originally started out as full size, or back then it was the only size truck. A Ford Ranchero. Farming the chairs out here in Long Beach. Got a it's like a Viking or something. That was Apache 60. It's a big truck. Did the bed on it. They're El Camino. Here comes the sun. I'm in a sweatshirt still, unzipped, so I didn't even check what the temp is. Probably fit mid to upper 50s right now. I usually check them I think some of the country is still awfully cold, I'm sure. Let's see while I mess around with my camera phone. 1970. It's 55 currently here in Long Beach, according to the iPhone Weather Channel. A beautiful 57 Olds. So yeah, mid 50s. He said. So it's probably 1 or 2 degrees colder when I started. Saw one guy bundle up like he was in Chicago or something. He's like the 3-piece or window on these kind of unique. These in the Buicks. I have the 57, 58s.
Really? Yes.
I got the Cutlass Supreme. See this one out here many times. Chevy Vega I heard coming in earlier. It's on herd. Got the ladder bars down there. Ready to go racing. Wandering through the wilderness, hoping to see some vehicles for sale here in a few. I was actually going to get a vendor spot at LA Roadsters and have my daughter man it, and then realized she is out of town for her cousin on her mother's side's wedding. So those dreams got squashed. Got a lot of car stuff and other stuff I could be selling, or I should be selling. Nice Suburban. There we got the Chevrolet pickup. It's got the ghost sign on the side. That's like a patina truck. Yeah, 1960 Pontiac Catalina 2-door hardtop. This one is not for sale. I don't know what that is. The Paula coming through. C10. It's got the spider theme going. I gotta hit 2 sills on the way home, pick up my daughter, and then get this video up today. Yeah, 1959 Impala 4-door flat top. That giant flask. Oh my. Long bed for sale. 63. If on that, 12,000 on this one. It's got the vintage topper. Come on, it comes with the is it the Hams Bear? I think it is. Maybe it isn't the Hams Bear. You know what I'm talking about. These were the years where they realized the unibody wasn't working, and so they went back to the late 50s style bed until they could make a new bed that matched. It wouldn't be Long Beach without a car alarm. Yeah, the guy finally shut off the car alarm. Wouldn't be Long Beach without a few car alarms. Not sure who still thinks that people actually think someone's actually stealing a car when one of those goes off, but there you go. She got the big Dodge. This is a Polara Four-door hardtop with the vinyl top. This is not one you will see every day for sure. Those big Dodges. Yeah, my Crown Vic has one of those dealer installed alarms. I was trying to figure out how to disable it to take it out, and everything I read on it says just leave it if it's working, because you will mess things up taking it off. So that is what I did. But it was, you know, it was one of those where the dealer would install it and then upcharge you for it, even though, you know, they'd install it before the car was sold. So the two-door Chevelle wagon, that's a rarity. There's a couple of those that come out here. So they would like charge you more for the alarm that you didn't really want. My favorites, I read through the paperwork, their big selling point is it disables the car if the alarm's going off, you know, like if someone's trying to steal it. But the key has a chip in it which does that, the one from the factory. The factory key already has a chip that prevents the car from being started. So it's kind of pointless. Plus, I'm not sure who was going around stealing Crown Vics back then, but can't imagine it was ever really a hot theft item. It's that 60 CAD. The coupe. Got several thumbnails to choose from now. Now the sun has risen. Modern cow, that's a CTS V. Those were fast. Those were quite expensive. I guess they're still holding their value because it's basically a Corvette, but it's a Cadillac. Got the Chevelle wagon. Two-door, 65. Buick. Probably get this van since he's kind of off on his lonesome. Those big turbines. There's like 20s or something. Never seen turbines that big. Yeah, those are some big turbines. Alright. According to his license plate, he listens to a certain Steely Dan album on the 210 freeway a lot. That's your Steely Dan humor of the morning. That's a good album though. The Aja album. That one's chock full of hits. I got this Chevrolet. About a 1956 Plymouth. This one is the four-door hardtop, kind of a rare car. See the four-door hardtop 56 Plymouth. Hardly ever, I would say. Not too many of these kicking around these days. Early Ford look car. Truck coming up for sale. Here we are. A Suburban. Chevrolet pick 'em up truck. Here's one for sale. Finally, we got a car. We got something for sale. It's like a 3/4 ton. Yeah, 3/4 ton C20 with an inline 6. Runs good. 3-speed manual. There you go. $5 grand on this one. I can't imagine there's a lot of 3/4 tons running around with the inline. I would normally assume a small block or possibly a big block in a 3/4. Chevy the G20, sorry, the G20 van. 65,000 miles. For sale, there's no price on it. She is a crispy critter up on the roof. So, not sure. I would consider it more of a utility vehicle rather than something you're probably, I'd say if you're going to restore one, you're probably going to want to find one better than that. This is a long wheelbase, which are fairly easy to find. Yeah, I think, yeah, she's a little crunchy. No price on it, but I may still sell my van, my 83 Dodge. It does have a little roof rust, not like that though, but mine's a lot more manageable. I got the renewal for it the other day, and it's due for the smog. It passes, but it barely passes. Got this Riviera. It does have some valve seal issues. If you run Lucas in it, it's not too bad. And it runs pretty good. So I'm debating. It does rent for movies though. I could say I've made what I have in the van several times over just renting it for productions. So it's more of a storage issue. So it's got the inline Explorer model F-150. So they went to the higher trim package, but with the inline. Interesting choice. A dent side. We are getting through this fairly quickly. How about a kind of a worn brome there? Cars are rolling into the lowriders. The brome there. Square body. She's on the ground. Cars are kind of rolling in now, so that's good. At least we have that. Got the old Malibu here. I know we got somebody cranking music. There's actually some people working on, I saw a video last night. They're working on trying to get YouTube to change their music policy so you don't get hit. They don't take all your ad revenue for 8 seconds of a song that happens to be in the background, which they shouldn't do anyway. But this one guy, if you watch Rick Beato, he does like a music channel. And he has a lawyer who's actually fought all his claims and successfully and argued them as fair use. But they still keep flagging his videos. So hopefully something gets done and I can just shoot a whole video, leave the music, and not worry about it. That would be fantastic. Not sure if that will ever happen, but so it's for sale. Looks like this for sale sign's been around for quite a few years. 28,000. It's got all the patina. So I can't remember the name of the channel. The guy was interviewing Rick Beato. The video was from a couple days ago. And they are definitely working on it. They're getting lawyers and they're everything, because those guys do these videos where they'll put a little snippet of a song, and they still get flagged for it because they know the video gets, how you doing? So they still get a lot of, because they get hit because they get so many views, and their videos are actually making quite a bit of money. Maybe in the future we'll have something. I literally sent them an email to YouTube saying, why don't we just have a thing where I can check it saying any music is incidental, not added by myself, filming an event in a live setting, all that good stuff. I've only had to argue it once on a video, and it got flagged for a song after I posted the video, like a few days later. And I said, I'm filming, it was the lowrider show I did at Olvera Street. And it flagged as a cover, which it actually wasn't even a cover. I argued I'm filming a newsworthy event at a historic location. This one is for sale. It's 57 150 wagon here. I successfully argued it, and they took the copyright claim off. So he's got the old can there for his catch can. I got a bunch of collection of those old oil cans I picked up at sales over the years, different car care products. $19,900 on this one. So he's actually got a price. It's like pretty well, a little bit of patina. Oh, this truck's leaving on me. This guy's done shopping. I'm gonna bring it more to this side. Got a 63 Impala station wagon. So yeah, I've only had to argue it once, and I was successful. So if you ever film a live event and they flag you for copyright, and after the fact, just say, hey, I didn't add the music. As if you actually didn't. There we go, I got this T-Bird. There we go. This one is $20,500. He's walking the swap meet, which does you guys no good at home. There's the phone number. Price and phone number really are the two things we are looking for on a sign, for sure. We did the custom taillights there. Do a walk around. It's got this one has, looks like an older custom. You can see the interiors showing a little sign of aging. And it is on the ground. So it's got the Astro Supremes on it. It's got the doorknobs in the grill. I went to Pasadena Architectural Salvage a few weeks ago. They got a lot of great doorknobs. So to you guys that want to put doorknobs in your custom grill, then that's a good place to check out. It's like Mustang 68 coupe. We find some more vehicles for sale now that this is filled in over here. El Camino. Gotta get around the Cheer Farm over there. There's a 70. Little Skylark. Now we're back to filming. I was talking to a bunch of people here for a few minutes. So he was questioning me about how long it took to get the Amboy back. I'm like, oh wow. Seriously, you haven't watched that video, check it out. I probably spent more on fuel than the video will make just to get out there and back. I got this pickup truck. The guy with the El Camino there, he's getting out and setting up. Hopefully we'll find some more stuff for sale. This guy thinks the roll-ins are still happening. '56 Chevy Nomad. Now people are waking up. They're like, oh, time change. We better get to Long Beach. All right, something for sale, and that's 10. Extended cab, 3,700. This one's an 88 model. Automatic. So it's a 4.3 model. About a Datsun. Little Datsun pickup. Old style mini trucking. Not for sale though. Marquee. So this is the style, went up to like 91. I'm guessing late 80s, early 90s on that one. So Pollock rolling through. I used to have the 90, I had an 89 Colony Park, that's what it was, the station wagon with the fake wood. The Grand Marquis wagon. Just try to find one of those now. Now we're going to have a bunch of vehicles. Hopefully we'll have some stuff for sale for you guys. Everybody's waking up and getting out here. El Camino. Chevrolet Bomb. Sell sign, 53 Chevrolet pickup. It's an inline 6 in there somewhere. There you go, 25,000 on that one. Let's do a sweep since you got music playing back there. Box. Mount Custom, so you shave the badges and such. Alright, a Corvette. Stingray Roadster. This one's 58 Chevrolet. This one's a 6-cylinder, the Del Rey, so it's like that is the base. 25,000 on that one. There's the info. Del Rey 2-door sedan. Another one for sale here. 51 Chevy Sedan Deluxe. 16.5 on that. There's the information. I'm gonna have to bring out the El Camino on a trailer to Pomona or something. Oh, there we go. It's Long Beach. I say car alarm's the most useless thing ever. Chevy 210. 2-door sedan. Actually, today was van day. I forgot they were going to have a bunch of vans out here. I did see that posted, so I don't know why there's so many vans out here. It actually slipped my mind with everything else going on between Amboy and whatnot. Hopefully now we're in the main aisles, we'll find some more for sale vehicles. 3rd gen Camaro Z28 before the IROC. And an El Camino. This one does have a for sale sign. It also has an LS. Come around here. Got all sorts of stuff going on over here. We got a Cheer Farm growing. Let's see if we can get around to the for sale sign. We're going to try. Okay, we can get through there. I say, put your chairs away if you're not actively sitting in them. They also blow away. 10,000 today firm. There you go. And the 69 Elko.
They want to go and double the price.
62. They're still rolling in. People are still waking up. All right, now we're in the section where I got to remember what I got or didn't get. think we're just going to focus in on the stuff that's for sale. Unless it's like super crazy interesting. How you doing? So, oh, I'm already going to that. You guys give me a flyer for a spring fling. Yes, we're doing spring fling. We're in a Chevy for sale. 15,000 on that. There's your information. Pause it, read it, memorize it, all that good stuff. Yeah, he drove it here. It's the fastback everybody likes. Looks like it's been sanding on a bit, but looks like it's pretty much there and solid. Sounds like the mechanicals are done. They're still rolling in. '69 Camaro, not for sale, but there it is. A Chevrolet Fleetline sedan, not for sale. Parked backwards. Seriously, folks, you don't have to park backwards, believe it or not. Mustang. I know we already got the GNX earlier when we walked here, so now we're in that section. Clip, we got the guy with the music now. We're here with this Patina 56. El Camino. 1948 Ford Woody. It's not for sale. It just has a sign with the restoration pic. There it is, right there. That's custom. Body. Custom Chevy Love. Here's for $30,000. Customized in Pomona. The Suburban with the rear burrito on the fender option. That was optional, you know, for sale. Info. This is the tandem. The 6 wheels. 57 wagon, not for sale though. 7. We got the Chevy pickup. Here comes another van. Yeah, I probably should have brought my van. Now that I think about it. '64 convertible Malibu. Not for sale. Has the rear coffee option on the trunk. Getting ready for Palm Springs here. This car, this is a Mercedes 560 SL. 86, 9,500 on this one. Every year we go to, every time we go to Palm Springs auctions, like half the cars are these, it seems like. Or so it seems. I'm guessing they must have the prices up for the what they sold for and what they got bid to on their site, on the McCormick site by now. I will have to look. Bucket. Cars rolling in. Rolling in. '6 Buick. Volkswagen for sale, 78. Google for a price. Okay, I don't think that's how prices work, dude. Put a price on sign. That's how prices work. How about I Google free? Okay, then that's the product. That's about the weirdest thing I've ever seen on a for sale sign. Good Lord. I use Google for many things, but not to look up a price that should be on a for sale sign. Now, this one is for sale. This square body. Key 10, 27,000 on that one. Buick. So it's a 4-door sedan. 11,000 on that one. I don't see the 4-door sedan at all, but obviously a 2-door hardtop would be more desirable and probably not a whole lot more money than this one. 2x4 with the Merc grill treatment. Not for sale, but a mild custom going on there. It says 51 Ford. Flathead with a blower. Nope, that's a 50 because it's the, there you go. Only has 51 plates on it. Two-door Blazer full size or Tahoe. Whichever year that they were doing that year. 5,000 or best. Got a little wear, needs a paint job and such. That was when they switched over, I think, from calling it the full-size Blazer and then to the Tahoe. See a little bit of rippling there in the quarter. All right, 68 GMC short bed, step side variety. There's the price on that one. 37.9. El Caminos looks like the one the guy was raffling off a minute earlier in the video. How this works, every once in a while we come across somebody raffling a car at a swap meet. It's like 67 El Camino. It made it here, 9,000. Must sell.
Just flying by, man.
That might move, actually. See if we can get around it. They are conferencing at the front right now. Maybe they're selling it. I don't know. A little bit of crackling going on. So you got in there some sort of small block going on in there. Hopefully you can see it because I can't. Looks like it is there. Yeah, he might be moving that one. All right, Model A.
There you go.
It is for sale, 14,000 on that one. Yeah, that one, that Roadster, that Molly Roadster for 8,000 on Marketplace finally sold. One that was like super minty. Like I was talking to a guy earlier. I guess he looked it up after I mentioned it in the video, and he's like, "Yeah, it sold." There we go. Another van. U-Series Shorty. I've seen a few vehicles on Marketplace that took a while to sell that probably should have sold pretty quick, I would say. So I'd be checking that if you're looking for some deals right now. Mustangs. I'm going to try to quickly go through the last two rows. I do have to pick up my daughter on the way home. Actually, I'm going to hit 2 sales, pick up my daughter, take her to lunch. And then get the video up. That is currently the plan. Sounds like Rhino line. Nice paint when you have Rhino line. Panel Mark V. Sale or trades, no price on this one. There's the info. Found the Sharpie section at his local store. Well, it's written better on the back. We'll bring you that here in a minute. There you go. That's more legible. It's $12,000 or trade on the Mark V Lincoln Continental. It's custom here. This guy turns his music back up. I'm just gonna get the cars there for sale in this section.
All right, Tony, cool. All right, man.
Let's find some for sale here. This one's nice. This not for sale, but the so it's a 56 Chevrolet pickup truck. Now it's warming up. I believe by next weekend we're supposed to be in the 80s once again, so let's find stuff for sale here. Come on. I'll focus on this one. I don't think we've seen this one. Yeah, I remember where I left off on the other line. I will figure it out. Yeah, I did not get up to Bakersfield for March meet. So maybe next year we'll try. Well, we're sure going to do the October event. A Ford sedan. Two-door variety.
Yeah, we're trying to get.
Olds 442 or 442 convertible. Very nice example. You look special. Well, isn't that special? Caddy. Caddy is for sale. I just saw the for sale sign. There's the info. I can't. It's hieroglyphics to me. 16,000. Go down here. There's a guy blasting music extremely loud. So just. I don't have a whole lot of time this morning to short clip, so 68 Chevy pickup right here.
That's a 7081.
A Fleetwood Brougham hearse, 1995, 17,500. I've actually priced these. That's high for one of these. You can still find these in mortuary service, and they're. It does have a cracked windshield. You gotta remember this is a commercial chassis windshield. Extremely hard to find. It's taller than a normal Brougham windshield. So almost unobtainium. Well, yeah, there's like two vehicles you should never buy with a cracked windshield. A hearse ambulance. Hearse or ambulance with a commercial chassis. As they are unobtainium. Heard that from the hearse guys. 442. All right, 76 GMC van, 6,500. There you go. So it is a shorty van. I gotta figure out what to ask for mine. That's where I'm kind of at. Said I want to be fair with people, but. And I will disclose anything I know that is wrong with the van. It really isn't much, but I always like to do that. That way it doesn't come back on me, you know. It's the special. These guys are starting to roll out. Got an OBS truck. 20,000 on that one. There is the info. It's the Sport model. This one's Sedan Impala. yours for $7,000. Make an offer. Got some of the vans out here now. I guess the guy who tried to organize it says, oh, we were hoping they would all park in the parts section, but they all went in the car. A bunch of guys went in the car corral. But it didn't really specify. I don't think it did in the posting. Second gen Econo. Chevy van with the gullwing door. It's got a bunch of Harley parts. Check out all that fur. Lots of fur, and more fur. As far as the eye can see. I see this guy's got a little bit of a, he likes Harley, so I think we've kind of gathered that.
You remember the massage part. You remember those.
See, the only Harley I ever had was a topper scooter they made.
Oh, yeah.
Like a refrigerator on wheels. Alright, more vans. Let's get Cheech and Chong driving along. Got a Model 8 pick 'em up. No price on it. It's got a barrel. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna breeze through the rest. We'll stop at the ones that are for sale. Skip the musicals, and I really have to get the rest shot. They're a two-door Blazer, full-size Blazer / Tahoe. Depending on what year it is, 99. I think that by then it was the Tahoe. 16,000, needs paint. 90s OEM paint, the best. My 96 Dodge Ram pickup is, that white paint is flaking. I think they flaked on the dealer lots. Oh, this one is for sale. Come around here. Or is it just a non-filled out sign? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a ballpoint pen. 32,000 on that. Hopefully you can read that. I could barely read that, and I'm here. We got a very orange C10. Nice Nova. All shit for sale. There we got this van. The Bonanza. The orange green model. There we got the Key 5 Custom. So this one out here before. Very nice. Cruise through here. I thought it was a for sale sign on the Elko. So we'll just breeze this last line. Focus in on anything interesting or for sale. This Maverick's been here before for sale. This one is 9,500, 73 Maverick. So after they went to the safety bumpers. Tell you what, the two Mavericks I sold, they sold fast. People like the Mavericks. Not sure if there's any renewed interest once they started slapping the name on a pickup truck, but I thought it was still kind of an odd decision by Ford. I think they didn't think enough people remembered the original Mauer. We'll come around this way. This guy's stopping with the Trans Am Firebird. Come around the chair farm. Dodge van that's way cleaner than mine. I've seen this one here before for sale. So he's a repeat visitor. Yeah, I wish mine looked this good. 22,000 on this one. 20 something thousand original miles. He scratched it out. He put some miles on it. Contempo Vans conversion.
Was that covered? Yes, everything.
Yeah, I'm thinking I want to find some sort of more modern cargo van with the front 2 seats and then 1 row of seats and then the rest for picking stuff up. Here's an 85 Cutlass, 10,000 on that one. Must be a story for that. I don't know what it is. And then probably sell my van and probably the Crown Vic, and then just use the van as like a daily, but like a more modern thing. But I gotta find the right van, so not doing anything as of yet. That way I got something that's a van I can take to van meets, something I can use to haul stuff from sales or that I'm reselling. 67 Impala here, and then kind of serves the purpose of 2 different vehicles. 27,000 on this one. 67 Caprice. Go walk around on this one. GMC, it's like a shorty van. He's got that blue tape, 5,500 on this one. God, now I'm wondering what I should ask for mine. It's got a little bit of rust there under the windshield. And mine's got a little bit of rust, but not, yeah, he's got rust up there on the top too. So needs a little bit of work. It is a shorty. Mine's not a shorty. Mine's an 83 Dodge. So, but mine runs and drives well and has the full built-out interior. I may have to think of a price. I want to be fair when I sell it. I think it has to be a fair price where I feel like I'm getting the correct amount for it and someone else feels like they're paying the correct amount for it. That would be fantastic. All right, Baja Bug, not for sale, or it's for sale. It's got a sign. 12.5 on this one. New Restore. Check out that club. I've never seen that one. That's a new club on me. It's got 2 bars. That's a fancy club. So he's got a for sale sign, but it's not filled out. Got the Willie's Jeep rolling in. Yeah, I think I need to hurry this one up. This one used to be for sale, the gasser. We'll just do a zip around. We'll find something for sale and wrap up this video here. I only got the rest of this line to go. Got a very nice 56 convertible. I was just talking to a guy. He's like, I think the 49 Chevy, really the fastback, seemed like it was reasonable, and that 67 El Camino was for 9 was pretty reasonable in this video, which is like, that's the first one I've seen that was reasonable in a while at a swap meet. 35,000 on this 37 Chevrolet Coupe. The chorus of car alarms over there. 27,000 on this Coupe. Oh my.
38,
Please people, disarm your car alarms when you come to Long Beach. It would make life much better. Seriously, no one is stealing your car. 7 Chevy for $40K. It's a two-door, or it's a 210 post with Bel Air trim. That's good. So it says it's a 210, so it's with Bel Air trim. Yeah, I can see it's got the 210 dash. Okay, we'll get through here. Just a few more cars to do. Very nice 66 Super Sport. I got plans. We're near an airport though, so 70 Elco, 24K on this one. There's the info. It's 57 Ford, not for sale. Oh, I got 10% battery left. Good thing I'm almost done. Yeah, I got the one. It was good.
Was it? You already posted it?
It's up. All right. 59. This one is for sale. The flat top or a hard top. It's like 348 4-barrel. One's got the power steering in the back of the generator, power brakes. There's the phone number at least. It's got the two-tone going. It's 40 pickup before. Got rolling in late. A Model A, that's a Shea. Model A reproduction. It's got the column there. There was one of these for sale for cheap a while, but like I think it was like $3,000 or something. And someone bought it and then they were trying to flip it for more. It was on Marketplace. I was tempted. It's Buick convertible. This one is for sale. Bring you that. For $66,500. There's all the info on that. Very nice example.
Okay. You're right.
Mercedes 280 SL. Park backwards. Another Datsun sedan. 510. Got a little something extra going on in there. That's not what those came with. And a hot rod with a Hemi. There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Got stolen.
65 Mustang for sale. 21,000 on this one. There is the information. V8 289 car, pony in the interior. We'll walk around on this. All right, that's going to wrap things up for the March Long Beach High Performance Swap Meet as the car alarms sound off in the distance. But we got a lot of great cars here. There's a couple good deals with this one, so that's good. So hope some of you guys are happy about that. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment on the video, tell some friends about these videos. Check the tentative list, let you know what I'm planning on filming. It'll be in the comments section after the video post. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.